Jura maybe. Right now ready for the next event. The men's 100 metres backstroke for the S2 classification. As you can see, some S1 swimmers swimming up for this event. It is a combined event, it's an S2 event, so one set of medals will be presented. We will keep an eye on the records. The record was broken in the heats by Hennady Boyko. Anton Cole, one of the S1 swimmers, he goes in lane number 1. Jacek Czech from Poland in lane number 2. Aristidis Makrodimitris from Greece, a world record holder in the S2 class. He will enter from the side. Dmitry Kokarev, well, he took it easy in the heats this morning. Expect something special from the Russian, as we've seen all week. Sergei Palamarchuk did beat Kokarev earlier in the week. Can he do it again? Panabratets from Ukraine goes in 6. Hennady Boyko, world record setter this morning in the heats in the S1 class. Christos Stampaksis from Greece in lane number 8. Entering the pool from the side. Makrodimitris just making his way across from the other side. And they're just waiting for Makrodimitris to get close to his lane before they put Christos Stampaksis in the water. There he goes. It's great watching the start of these S1 and S2 swimmers, isn't it, James?
Yeah. Coaches holding the feet against the start, not allowed to assist in propulsion when it comes to the start. They have to just release them. And all of these swimmers, all 8 of them, arms will start turning over as soon as they hear that gun. Interestingly, most have their ears below the surface of the water, Paul. It's only Palmarchuk of the Ukraine in lane number 5 who had his head up to be able to hear the sound better, but it didn't actually do him any good because it was Kokarev and Makrodimitris that got the best start. This is Kokarev already taking this race.
Well, this is a new event on the major international programme. Previously, the S1 and S2 swimmers swam 50 metres backstroke. Now this one has been introduced, so these swimmers will swim 50 and 100 metres backstroke. And when you look at what they swim in freestyle, there's very few of the S1 and S2 swimmers that do swim on their front in the freestyle events. Most of them swim on the back, so the IPC decided to put an extra event on, and it's an extra backstroke event. We're coming to halfway now. Kokarev, as we thought, leads them in. The world record has got to be under threat here. 1 minute point 24 for Kokarev. Palmarchuk in second. Jacek Czech in third. It's very close though. Makrodimitris in fourth.
Well, Kokarev did well around the wall there. Very workmanlike, hand on the wall, spun himself around as quickly as he possibly could. Makrodimitris in lane 3, however, did not go well round the wall, and I think that may cost him a medal position unless he can claw back ground against Czech. In the red hat on the outside, on the far side of your picture there, nearest to us. Palmarchuk moving up slightly on Kokarev, both using the classic double arm backstroke style that we see so often in S1, 2 classes. And a much higher stroke turnover there, Paul. It might take Kokarev here.
Well, he's moving up alongside Kokarev. It's going to be a real grandstand finish here. Kokarev is finishing. Palmarchuk is finishing faster. Who's it going to go to? It's Kokarev takes it. And a new world record time of 2:07.63. Half a second ahead of Palmarchuk, who is also inside the world record mark. And Makrodimitris did indeed get ahead of Jacek Czech for the bronze medal position. Let's keep an eye on Hennedy Boyko coming in now. He's improved his time from this morning, and he will also claim a world record for the S1 classification, improving by some 4 seconds from this morning. But what a finish there. Dmitry Kokorev and Sergei Palamarchuk coming in together, both inside the world record mark. Dmitry Kokorev was just about good enough.
Well, Kokorev took it out and had a much higher rev on the way out, much higher stroke rate, but started to die. He still managed to set a new world record, but Palamarchuk, well, really starting to pile the pressure on now.
That's Hennedy Boyko setting a new world record for the S1 class. Remember, a combined event, this one, S1s and S2s swimming together for the one set of medals, but that's Palamarchuk inside the world record time, but not quite good enough for the goal. Here's the finish, Giles.
Well, and you can... Kokorev at this point is almost like he's going backwards. Palamarchuk still going absolutely hell for leather. Swam a much more even race. You can see Palamarchuk can't get his hands right over the top of his head, hasn't got quite the shoulder range. And Kokorev actually just forgets about doing a final stroke recovery as normal and just shoves his hands forward. He must have known that Palamarchuk was closing on him all the time.
He would have been able to see him definitely right next to him. Palamarchuk didn't get the finish that he might have hoped for. Could have been a goal to the Ukrainian.
Well, these swimmers waiting to be assisted out the pool. We've seen some fairly interesting coaching styles, Paul, of how coaches hoik their swimmers out of the water.
Well, that was quite gentle.
It was actually. It had an element of finesse to it. Some coaches, you can tell whether if their swimmer hasn't perhaps performed as well as possible, because they get lifted out of the water with some gusto.
Dmitry Kokorev takes another gold medal at these championships in a new world record time. Sergei Palamarchuk from Ukraine also inside.